What's up everyone? Welcome to the live stream. We'll be starting up pretty shortly, so just sit back and relax. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so, as I have tons of awesome content and videos coming. Before we start, please read the rules and guidelines in the video description. It helps the stream stay focused and encourages a positive environment. Also say hello to the channel moderators, who will be making sure that these rules are followed. Hey, what's up everyone? So this has to be the strangest New York City border I have ever encountered. But yeah, it's a cold afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, January 18th, 2022, and it's about 4:15 p.m. The temperature's 36 Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius. And I'm going to be walking in an area today which has the same name in New York City and in neighboring Nassau County, Queens. So you're going to be either confused, wowed, or maybe uninterested in this live stream. But to me, I find these border places really interesting. And yeah, so the area I'm in is Floral Park, Queens, but across the street there is Floral Park, New York in Long Island. Across the street there in that corner is Floral Park, Long Island. And over there is Floral Park, Long Island also. There's only one corner on this entire intersection that's New York City, and that's over here, which is really strange, because the border here somehow makes a complete diagonal line right through people's properties and right through this intersection. I think this is probably one of the only places in New York where the border is on one corner of the intersection. Huh. Adora says it's confusing. Yeah, it is confusing, but I'm in New York City right now. You can tell because there's a New York City fire hydrant over here, and this stop sign here, managed by the New York City Department of Transportation, so it's quite clear that's New York City property. And here you have a New York City pedestrian ramp. Same over here, New York City pedestrian ramp. The bold and big-faced New York City street signs that we're all used to, 259th Street and 87th Road. And we'll walk across the street now to Long Island, but 87th Road becomes Lowell Avenue across the street, and 259th Street becomes Bell. And now we have Village speed limit 30. We have Nassau County pedestrian ramps, and we have a cracked one over here. It's not even a pedestrian ramp over here. And yeah, there's New York City. That's also Nassau. You can also see here, you have utility poles. These are Nassau County's utility poles. They only run on that side of the street and not on this side of the street. But these Nassau County utility poles are serving this home here on the New York City side, which is one of the strangest things I've ever seen. Very strange. And here you'll see no commercial parking on residential streets. They really let you know that it's the village of Floral Park compared to the neighborhood of Floral Park in Queens County, part of New York City. But today I'm going to be walking through this strange area of the same name in two different jurisdictions. So as I said before, the property line, I mean the border line over here, cuts through in exactly a diagonal line. So this is a nightmare for a tax assessor to determine whose home is on which side of the property of the border line. Bob Kish, you went to Our Lady of Snows in Floral Park, Queens, huh? So we just walked into New York City. I don't even know where this diagonal line happened, because somewhere between there and here it became New York City again. Because over here is all New York City. All New York City street signs in Queens. 258th Street.
New York City Department of Transportation. What if there's an accident on the corner? I don't know. Then I guess they have to call the state police, right? Because Nassau County and New York City. So I was just here. This here is very strange because the border changes mid-block. Here we've got a New York City fire hydrant. And over there is a sign indicating that's Floral Park, Long Island, Nassau. And here we have New York City Utilities. Art Molina with $1.99. Yo, AK, stay safe, brother. Thank you, Art Molina. And the no, wait a second. All right, this is weird. That's Nassau County Utilities invading the New York City territory, and the utility cables are serving properties on the New York City side, even though they're in Long Island. All right, I'm getting confused now, but the border somehow cuts through in a diagonal line here, but there's a straight street cut, because you can imagine how difficult it is for New York City and Nassau to make diagonal street cuts to only pave their side of the street. JL says, does the borderline run down the middle of the street? No, it cuts through diagonally. These homes here right on the border, they're like half of their house is in Queens and half is in Long Island. That person, they're making a right in their driveway. It's both in Queens and Long Island. You see here, they have the pavement here. They have the sign indicating it's Floral Park, Long Island. This is a New York City fire hydrant. And these are Floral Park signs. And then over here, you also have a Floral Park sign, no parking. So super strange. Mike Landry at $5. I see you have no snow left from the storm the other day. Yes. Claire, you always thought Long Island was in New York. It is. It's part of New York State, but not New York City. And it all has to date back to when Queens County split off, because the western half of Queens County became part of New York City, and the eastern half formed its own county called Nassau County, which didn't become part of New York City. And Floral Park was one of those unlucky places where the western half and the eastern half both existed in the same area. So you have Floral Park, Queens, and Floral Park, Long Island. So we're just gonna keep exploring this diagonal boundary here until it ends. Maybe after I do this, I'll show you some of the more definitive parts of Long Island and on the Long Island side, which I found pretty cool. I just came from there and I did a rather long video on both sides of the border. David Morello, thank you for €2 from Leech or Lecce, Italy. Thanks so much for the support. Appreciate it so much. Now, where did I put my stylus? Did I lose it? Uh-oh. I think I just misplaced it. It's in my pocket. There we go. Now I could flip the camera around. Let me... All right. Thank you so much for the support. So yeah, people here, they have to pay double property taxes, and I guess it's proportionate to how much of their property is in Queens and how much of it is in Long Island. But they get to choose between both school systems, both sanitation services, utility companies, I guess. I don't really know how that works, but Drew H says candlelight vigil for Michelle Go scheduled for today at 6 p.m. Yes, that's right. If you want to attend the candlelight vigil for Michelle Go, it's tonight. I was there a few days ago, and I show what was left of the memorial, but today's vigil is at the Red Steps. So here is North Tyson Avenue, and we're on Lowell Avenue now, not 87th Road, which is the New York City designation for the street. But this is going to be another area where mid-block is going to cut diagonally. Sorry not to have checked in for the past 2 days. You had web access issues. They pay 2 sets of property taxes. Yikes. Yeah, they do. Heck, I don't even know how it's gonna work for income taxes, because New York City has its own income tax too. They have the city income tax. Do they declare themselves a New York City resident for tax purposes too, for income tax? My gosh. Okay, so I think the border is here. Someplace. Village speed limit. Cutting diagonally here because I see a street cut. Right here. Defended borders with New York City. We know that it's not a straight line border, but this is the easiest way the transportation departments can deal with each other, I guess. Look at this. This is so confusing. The street cut is here, but you have a sign indicating it's Nassau County over here. Look at this. Probably like the snowman is in Queens and Long Island, both. So strange. And you also know what's so weird too? Look at the addresses. Over here it says 4953. And then when you go to this side of the street, right, you have Queens street addresses. Here's 87-32. Because Queens, they use the hyphenated address system with the first 2 letters indicating that's the closest street to where they are. So it's closest to the 87th Street, and it's house number 28 here. But over there, across the street, they're using Nassau addresses. It's just one number, 57. Just a house number, 57, whatever this street is. Oh my gosh. So we're completely in New York City now. But I guess when I cross over, we're going to be in Nassau. And you know what's going to get even more confusing? Look at this. Here we have a house. It says 61, so it's a Nassau County address. And then one house over is 8723. Oh, look, they put both numbers here. 8723 and 65. So It has a Nassau address and a Queens address. So the border must go right through here. They have two address numbers. That's crazy. Holy moly. And here's entirely Queens, 8715. This is wild. It's just blowing my mind. This has to be the weirdest place I've ever been in New York City in terms of different streets and borders and numbers. Even worse than Mass 60th, because over there it's fine because it's all New York City. Here you got to determine who's going to deliver your water, who's going to deliver your mail, which school system your schools are going to go to, what determines your who you can vote for, you know? Well, here's New York City, 260th Street and 87th Avenue. Also, like I said, which income taxes are you gonna pay? Oh my gosh, look it up there. This is crazy. So these are all Queens addresses, 26006. And somewhere over here, the border is gonna cross diagonally. It's right here. Look at this. Look at this. This home has two addresses. So the border is right here, right through this house. The backyard must be in Long Island, and the front yard is in Queens. 180 and 206. Wait. What street is this on Nassau? I don't even know. It's 180 and 260-14 in Queens. Holy moly. Junk bond traded $5. You notice you own a Pocket 2. Have you streamed with it? No, I haven't. Can you stream indefinitely a battery pack? Cheers from Canada. Yeah, I've never tried streaming from it. I don't think I'd want to. Alright, this is entirely Nassau County. Wait. No. It's 182 and 260-16. Holy moly. Yeah, Adora, two different addresses. That's right. It cuts right through diagonally. So this is Nassau, right? Look at this. Remember where I started this live stream? It was one corner, that's New York City. Well, over here you have two corners that are New York City across the street, that one, and then these corners over here are Long Island. So this is 87th Avenue on the other side, and over here it's Bryant's Avenue. Oh my gosh. Berry Tree says this is a nightmare for delivery people. It is. And the border's still going over here. It just cuts right through a diagonal line. So, New York City fire hydrant, cut in the road. That's a sign for Floral Park, the village of Floral Park, Long Island. And yeah, the border goes right here diagonally to where I am. And these people here have two street addresses too. Here's 26107 87th Avenue and 189 Bryant's Avenue. So talk about confusion. Yeah, two addresses. And that's 198. Hey, look at this. We have the ultimate person to know what's going on in this area. The letter carrier, USPS. Vanderbilt Avenue and Bryant Avenue. Two different addresses. I don't know how these people can do it. It's crazy. So we're gonna find the border over here. I missed the super chat. Let me take a look. I'm scrolling back. Oh, Bob Kish, you grew up on 251st Street in nearby Belrose, Queens. Nice to see your old neighborhood. Yeah, I went there. Sorry. I went there earlier. I did a pre-recorded video. I did this area. I did Belrose as well on both sides of the border. So I think the Nassau and Queens border is somewhere here, because it cuts through diagonally. The street cut is here. And you've got the sign for Village of Floral Park. This house has two addresses. Scott says Belrose has great halal food. Yes, I'm pretty sure of it. Another house with two numbers, two addresses, 8633 and 99. And over there is 8622 and 100. What a mess. What a mess. I don't know why back in the day when Queens County consolidated with New York City that they didn't like make all of Floral Park Long Island or New York City, because this makes it a very confusing situation. Life Insights says, oh my gosh, you love New York, even the name of this place is nice. Well, there's a history behind this place, Floral Park, and it's because a person came over here. He opened up a seeding business, and there were a lot of fields and farmland here. In fact, it was originally the West Hempstead Plains, I think they called it. And I think early accounts call for this area's name as Plainview, and then it became East Hinsfield, I think, East Hinsfield. So the border is gonna probably change somewhere over here now. It literally just cuts right through diagonally. Uma says it looks like a nice, quiet place. It is a quiet place. I really like Floral Park. Okay, here we are, another situation. Nassau County street signs across the street. Hinsdale Avenue. I was telling you how this neighborhood was called East Hinsdale before they renamed it to Floral Park. And 86th Avenue across the street. And here it's called 263rd Street, but it becomes Hinsdale Avenue. And 86th Avenue is known as Whittier Avenue in Nassau County. Which also, and you know what makes this even more confusing now? Now we have New York City pedestrian ramps on all four corners. Even where I'm standing, this is a New York City pedestrian ramp, but they have a Nassau County sign. And down there is Nassau County. And let's check this stop sign. Is it a Department of Transportation stop sign? Yes, it is. New York City stop sign. And which someone had the question of who responds when you call 911. Is it FDNY ambulance? Yep, FDNY ambulance. Oh, that must be on the New York City side. Which makes sense because New York City is going to be mostly on this side now. The border, Nassau border goes like this over here. Dora says it must be dark there at night. No lampposts. Yeah. If you look over here, right? This is interesting. So it looks like this corner is like entirely New York City, but you still have a Nassau County street sign, which makes sense now because yeah, that makes sense. They didn't want to put the New York City street sign here because it changes mid-block anyway. Laurie says blessings to the ambulance driver. Yes, I hope they are able to respond to whatever they need to. So the border is actually over here, cutting diagonally, and we're going to have the two addresses over. Yep. 263 and 26309. And now we're back in Long Island. I've crossed the border probably too many times today. So this is all Long Island, but mid-block is going to be New York City. You have got to be kidding me. There's a diagonal street cut. There's an actual diagonal street cut. This is the border. I have never seen this. Holy smokes. No, wait. This is like concrete, like it was put here. Wow. So Floral Park, New York. And I'm standing in both New York City and Nassau. What the heck? This is crazy. Louise says even the street is different. I know. Look at this. This is crazy. I gotta take a picture of this. Because I have never seen like a diagonal street cut like this. I've seen like straight cuts, but Thanks, Rebecca Curio, $2 in honor of this. This is fascinating. I know, it's so fascinating. Look at this. New York City fire hydrant. Man, this is insane to have the cut right in the middle there. And then, what about utilities now? Yeah, I see. I'm doing a video.
See the line of the cement?
I see. Wow. So you have to pay 2 property taxes. Wow. Crazy. Oh man. Melissa says, is there a sign, welcome to New York? No. Village of Floral Park. That's how you know it's Nassau County. Agent 15, you have to pay double. Yes, you do. You definitely. €1.99. Big hug for you all. €2 for coffee. Yes. I don't think you'll have to pay like the entire part of your property like assessed on the taxes. You probably have to pay proportionately how much of your property is on one side versus the other. Like if like 30% of your house is in Long Island and 70% is in Queens, then you have to pay 70% of your property taxes in New York City, 30% to Nassau. That's what happens. Yeah, me, that makes sense. Proportional tax. Yeah. Tom says dual permits for construction. Yeah, how would that work now? Like if you want to ask like the city or whatever, the county, for permission to expand your home or whatever, who would you apply for a permit for? All right, let's see what's going on here now. 85th Avenue. Is the next street gonna have a diagonal street cut too? Here's the layout. So it looks like I gotta make a right on Hawthorne Avenue. Steven says, are the Christmas decorations still up? Some of it is, some of it is are not. Depends on the person. (265th Street and 85th Avenue). And I think mid-block here is Hawthorne. Is there gonna be another diagonal street cut? Oh, I think I see Long Island. I see the sign there. Village of Floral Park. That's right, JLL, numbered streets of New York City, named streets on Long Island. That's right. Let's see. Okay, the border is somewhere here because you have 153 there, and then the house next to it is 8507. And over here is 8514. So this is another diagonal border. Yep, look at this. Another diagonal street cut. This is crazy. right through diagonally in the middle of the street. So I'm back in Long Island again. And look at this. They ripped up the street to repair the utilities here. And that side is the utilities end. Oh my gosh. Hi, New York City. It was nice knowing you. This is ridiculous. Look at this tree. The tree's in New York City, but the roots are in Long Island. Half of this tree is in... Oh my gosh. What the heck? I'm gonna walk the line. This is hilarious. Look at this. This truck is parked in Queens and Long Island. Who's gonna give this person a parking ticket if they need to get a ticket? What the heck? Oh my gosh. What a headache. What a headache. Adora says, do you need to pay for water in Nassau? Yeah, you do. All the utilities. All right, let's go back up to that street and find some more of these border confusions. I didn't think it was going to be this interesting, but now that I've seen diagonal cuts in the street like this is it's pretty funny, to be honest, but it must be a headache for people who need to deal with all of this. Slaw says a proportional ticket, 20 to 80. Yeah, or maybe you ticket. You know, here's another thing. What happens if your back tire has like something wrong with it, like a flat tire or something, and it's just sitting there, right? But the front half of the car is fine. So yeah, Nassau County can't come by and say, hey, your flat tire needs to be fixed. It's been sitting here for like months because most of the cars in New York City. How would that work now? They can't ticket you for a flat tire in the back because the car's in New York City. Or something. And what's the deal with this? FedEx delivery? Just boxes over here, huh? What happened here? Or what if there's something wrong with your car in the back, but the registration stickers in the front, the Nassau County Police can come up to the front of the car and scan it because it's in New York City. All right, here's the border again. We found it right here. Another car that's parked on the border. Wow. Another diagonal street cut. I don't believe this. Wow. Another diagonal street cut. And look at this. This is funny. Look at that. It goes right to the other side. And there's New York City street signs on the Nassau side of the border. How did that happen? And the pedestrian ramps are New York City too. Why didn't Nassau County put the street signs here and the pedestrian ramp? I don't get it. Did New York City volunteer saying, hey, I'm gonna be good just for this one corner and put up my street signs here, and the pedestrian ramps. I don't think they'll do that, or maybe there's an agreement with Nassau saying, hey, I'll put up the street sign here, you'll take the next corner. What the heck? This has to be the weirdest thing I've ever seen. How the border is clearly defined, yet there's New York City property on the other side of the border. Look at this. So here's 266th Street in Nassau County, but it's actually a New York City street sign, and it's Emerson Avenue across the street. Look at this! This is hilarious! They couldn't even fill in the word stop because stop got stopped by the border. Oh my gosh. You don't even know to stop because the stop got cut right through the diagonal. Why did they even put this here then? Why didn't they put a sticker there that says stop instead of this? The O isn't even filled in. It's just the T and the S. It just says stow. Oh my gosh. It literally stopped at the border. And they drew on the line too. Look, part of the O is on the line. Steven says it says Stod. Yeah, it kind of does. Stod. What's Stod? Stop. It literally stopped. Oh my gosh. Nassau County fire hydrant. Viewers say you should have brought some white paint and a brush. No. I do not want to get involved with border business here. It's confusing enough as it is. Okay. Let's see what's going on here now. This is completely Long Island for sure now. Wait a second. What the heck? Why is there a New York City street number in Long Island? Wasn't this Whittier Place or whatever? And it says 85th Avenue there in the Long Island street sign. Now I'm even more confused. What the heck? Because the numbered streets are supposed to be only in New York City. We have an invasion of the New York City street grid in Long Island here. 85th Avenue. This is the odd one out. What in the world? Look. We're right here. So, oh, look at that. 85th Avenue extends all the way through in the Long Island. They didn't even bother naming it here. That's crazy. They just left it as 85th Avenue. Wow. Is there another diagonal street cut here? Mr. R says Queen streets are so confusing. Yeah, they can be. They surely can. All right, this is all Long Island. I don't think the border changes yet because these are still Long Island addresses. 172, 174. I don't see Queens street addresses yet. Maybe starting from these homes they'll have 2 addresses. Probably this home does. Yep, Queen Street address. What did I tell you? 8444. I kind of guessed it. And there's the border right there. This basketball hoop is in Long Island and the base is in New York City. Look at that, huh? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's the same name, Floral Park, Queens and Floral Park, Long Island. New York City fire hydrant on the correct side of the border. Fearless says creative way to block a parking spot. Yeah, I don't think people would bother you here if you parked on one side of the border and the other one because they don't know who to hand out a parking ticket. All right, we're back in Queens. We're back in Queens. Me says the roads look better maintained on this side. New York City fire hydrant in blue. Nice neighborhood on either side. Yeah, they are really nice neighborhoods, whether you're in Queens or Long Island. Drew H says, welcome back to Queens. Thank you. And up there is Hillside Avenue, and here's Williston Avenue. Aaron says, if you commit a crime on one side, are you safe on the other? No, you're not. Unfortunately not. Because they'll just call the state police in, and they have authority over all parts of the state, whether it's the city or Long Island. Or the federal police, if it's that big of a crime. Okay, so I think the border here is Langdale Street. Here's Hillside Avenue and 268th Street, which is the last street in Queens in this section. Hey, that's the bus I took to get here, Q43. It runs right up to the border. Is this the border? I don't know. Wait, I found the border again. Here it is. New York City and Nassau right here. Look at this. This lighting place is right here in the middle of Queens and Brooklyn. Hi!
Oh my God!
What's up?
Big fan. Can I get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my God, it's right there, boy. I got to take a picture.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I saw it.
Okay. We're gonna take half of this picture in Long Island, half in Queens. That's the line.
Say hello. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi. big
So
fan.
funny.
Oh my God, I'm
What's
happy
up?
to see you. It's right there, it's right there, the border's right there.
No, the border's here. The
Oh,
line.
I'm so excited.
Wow.
Hi, Action Kid.
Hi.
Again.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Wait.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Action Kid rocks. Hi.
Hi.
Kenny, man.
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
Nice to see you too. Wow. Okay. This is hilarious. Lena says, what's her name? I don't know. Oh my gosh. How does this work now? Because, you know, with homes, you have property tax, right? And you have income tax. But what about here? This business here, the showroom. They're selling stuff here. What about the sales taxes? Who do you pay the sales taxes to? What? Continental lighting. Okay. The border's here. This is Long Island. They have New York City pedestrian signals and street lamps and traffic signals here. And across the street is called Cherry Lane. Slaw says depends where the cash desk is located. Yeah, I guess so, right? Nassau County fire hydrant. Yeah, that's right, Andrew. South is Jericho Turnpike. I was there when I did my video. I'm gonna head down there now to near the Long Island Railroad Station. Here's Floral Park Center, town of North Hempstead. So I think the rest of this video I'm gonna be spending my time in Long Island, the Floral Park Long Island side. Frank says this is where you grew up, 85th and Irving. Okay. Sour BH, I'm in Floral Park, Nassau County. I was basically straddling the border for the past hour, finding out where it starts and ends and which place it cuts through. Donna says it's a nice neighborhood. Yeah, both sides of Floral Park are nice, both the Queens side and the Long Island side. You know what I find so funny? Even though there's this dispute between borders, they still painted the fire hydrants the same way with the blue paint and the white top. If you look on the other block there, the New York City fire hydrant was painted the same style. So at least they can agree on art styles. They may not agree on paint styles for the road. I mean, not paint styles, asphalt styles for the road, but they can agree on what colors to make their fire hydrants. Frank says the best of both counties. Yeah, I mean, people here, if they live here, it's an easy walk or easy drive to get to New York City and Long Island. So you have the best of both worlds. You have the hustle and bustle of New York City, and then you have the quieter pace of Long Island. Wait a second. This is a New York City fire hydrant. What's it doing on the Nassau side? Barnabas says the homes out here are massive. They are. You get a lot for your money here compared to a lot of other places in New York City. As I said many times in my previous videos and live streams, in general, the further away from the city center that you are, from like Midtown and the financial district, the more affordable the homes are. So the homes over here you can get for better prices than what you'll find elsewhere. And now it's sunset. And here you have a Nassau County fire hydrant, also painted in blue and white. Oh, Andrew, there's also the same ones in Nassau County Floral Park. So they use the same fire hydrant design. Sometimes it gets weird, I guess. I mean, I'm here by the border. I'm seeing like diagonal street cuts. You have 85th Avenue, which invaded the Long Island street grid. Even though it's not supposed to be a numbered street, it went through still. This is just madness. It was much easier when this place was a farm. Which I think becomes 85th down there, or was that the other street? Uh-oh, I'm getting bad service over here, I think. I think I should walk back that way. I am getting bad service. I'm gonna walk that section. I know when I was straddling the county line there, I had better service, so I'll go back there towards the main area of Floral Park near the train station. Lena says straight to the golden sky. Also, I didn't even show you Hillside Avenue, which has a lot of commercial activity and great restaurants too. IP says even the mobile signal gets confused here. Well, not over here. Wow, I like that sunset. It's gorgeous. Whittier Avenue and Barwick Street. It gets quite dark over here. There's like barely any lights. I'm gonna head back down that way. Hopefully the signal doesn't act up. Asian 15 summer. My signal's getting bad again. What the heck? I constantly have to fight the bad signal. I know, Joseph, the internet service here is getting confused. I guess we have to walk back to New York City to get better service. I think the borderline is right over there again. Let me try the next street and then make a left. We'll see if the signal's good over there. JRL says our Wi-Fi in Nassau can be janky sometimes. Yeah, it can be a little bit tricky. I mean, the last time I was in Valley Stream, Verizon didn't really work too well. I had to switch over to AT&T, and that worked pretty well wherever I went in Valley Stream. Okay, we're back to the New York City crazy intersection here with the stop sign and the pedestrian ramp over here. I think this is where it is. Let's cross our fingers, hope the signal holds up on this side. Arf, 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 arf. Girl on the curl, you don't see streetlights. Every once in a while you'll see one, like over there. But I agree with you, this is not nearly enough. Adora says I'll need my flashlight soon. Yeah, I have it if I need it. But right now I don't. The sidewalk here is pretty smooth, and there really isn't anything I need to be worried about. That NYC guy 827, nice Christmas lights. They are beautiful. You see the bush. There's also candy canes over there. I'm going to cross the street. Cell phone signal is cutting out a little bit. It even feels that the cell phone service is going on a diagonal line. Like, mid-block the speed went down. Hope that's not the case going on this block. All right, it's going back up now. That's good. Michael Peterson, great suburban area. You think I'm on 263rd Street City side? No, this is Emerson Avenue on the long. Sorry, BH, are we taking the subway from the Long Island Railroad station? The New York City subway does not extend this far. You need to take the bus to get to Jamaica, and then you can take the. I think it's the N22 bus that you could take there, or you can go to the border at 268th Street and Hillside Avenue. Take the Q43, which I actually took to get out here, the Q43 from Jamaica. The Hempstead line. Yeah, the Long Island Railroad works pretty well. I think it should be running quite frequent now because it's a weekday and it is getting to rush hour. They need to bring all the trains to Penn Station to get people back home, so they'll run them quick. Yeah, Animal saying it's dark already. It gets dark pretty quickly here in New York. Michael Peterson used to take the N22 long walk to the station. Yeah, the N22 and the Nassau buses, they have the advantage in that the fare to ride them is only this, the cost of a Metro card, $2.75, the same as the New York City MTA system. And you can even get free transfers between the two, so you could transfer between the Nassau buses and the New York City buses and the subway system for the same price. Meanwhile, if you take Long Island Railroad, you'll probably have to pay like over $10 to get to Penn Station from here. Oh, this is beautiful. But you know, taking the bus and then changing to the subway or changing to another bus, it's gonna take a lot longer than the train. So you may save some money, but you won't be saving time, and that's what the railroad does. But the advantage of the train also is that you don't have to deal with traffic too. With buses, you'll stop lights, people calling for stops, so it's a trade-off there. But I still find the railroad to be cheaper than getting a car service or even driving. Driving, how much money will you have to be spending on gas and tolls? Michael says one way to Penn was $10 last time we were there. I think when I took it from Valley Stream to Penn Station last time, it was like $11 and change. So I think it's like the same price from here. It's kind of like a similar distance from Valley Stream. After all, we are like right over the border. All right, so here we are at Jericho Turnpike. Jericho Turnpike becomes Jamaica Avenue in Queens. Michael says, am I near Tulip Avenue? Yeah, I'm kind of near there. Tulip Avenue. That's where I want to show you. There's a lot of cool little spots on Tulip Avenue. Now we got to deal with the Nassau County pedestrian lights and the crossings, which I hate to deal with because Nassau County is like a automobile zone and car drivers like to go fast. Wait to cross Route 25.
Wait to cross 25.
You see? Wait to cross Route 25.
Wait to cross Route 25. Wait.
Route 25, walk sign is on to cross Route 25. Whoa! Holy crap, man. These drivers, I tell you, you may wait for the crosswalk, but the drivers may not wait for you. All right. Crazy Nassau County drivers. Just like crazy New York City drivers. You got crazy drivers everywhere. But in general, I find New York City drivers to be more observant of pedestrians. Nassau County, these drivers, they don't expect to see pedestrians. They're like, I'm in my car, there's barely anyone on these roads anyway, so I can go as fast as I want. That's the way these people are. Because, you know, that's how they are out here. Because it's my car, man. I can drive so fast. There's so much space. Well, it's not like that. It shouldn't be like that, but gotta be vigilant out here. Here, there's no crosswalk. Tulip Avenue is just past the Long Island Railroad. Oh, Davey, a school bus driver hit and killed a 15-year-old earlier and did not stop. That's so sad. Oh my gosh. I really feel for the parents and the student who got killed. The 15-year-old. Nicholas, like, I get started real quick. I should have got my flashlight and shine. There was no time. They just made a really sharp turn. They didn't even indicate or anything. They just went boom. That's it. I'm just gonna go. No one can go through anyway. Michael says you live in the area most of your life on the city side. Okay. Seems like I'm going faster than all these cars right now. John says, anyone know where this traffic's headed? Maybe to the railroad station to pick up people. It's possible. Or maybe it's dinner time. Everyone decided to go out for dinner at the same time. Andrew, you live 2 blocks away. What? You do? My goodness. And here's Long Island Railroad, Tulip Avenue. That's the, I think they call those the cannonballs. Long Island Railroad cannonball. I saw a diesel engine at the end. And they run those trains because after Babylon, the line isn't electrified. I rode that train before going out to the Hamptons. Oh, I got a super chat from Andrew. $5. Go to Tulip Bakery and grab a cup of coffee before I take the Long Island Railroad. Okay. The Tulip Bakery. I saw that when I was walking by here before. Bob, nice shops along Tulip Avenue. There were many. I think that was one of the highlights of my walk, was along Tulip Avenue when I went by there earlier. But let me bring up some history again. I mentioned that there's a railroad train. I mentioned that Floral Park was named because of the seeding business. People sold seeds and bulbs here for flowers. That's where the name comes from, Floral Park. Thanks to the Mighty Bowl at $4.99, Action Kid in action. And south of the railroad station here in Long Island, most of these streets are named after flowers. We're gonna see like Tulip Avenue, Walnut I saw Rose Avenue, and that's where the name Belrose comes from too, which is a neighboring community to the west of us, Belrose, because it was named for the rose plants, and Belle was the name of the person's daughter, so they named the neighborhood Belrose. First half after his daughter's name, and the second half from the flower, from the Floral Park area. Mungus, the flower guy's name was Charles. Thanks for reminding me. I just did the video on that and I was reading off the Wikipedia article, but I didn't remember the guy's name. All right, so here we are. We're at Magnolia Avenue and Plainfield Avenue, and Plainfield Avenue is one of the original names of the neighborhood. Long Island Railroad Station is just down that way. I gotta cross the street now, which is gonna be a little bit challenging. I hope these people stop. Okay. Woodbine Court and Plainfield Avenue. Oh, Michael Peterson, it's Belrose, not Belrose. I don't know, I've heard it pronounced the other way my entire life, so I've never heard it as Belrose, but maybe the person's name was Bella. We have a local barbershop here, and here's Tulip Avenue. Tulip Avenue. This is the main commercial stretch through Floral Park, Long Island. Here's Tulip Bagels, where Andrew wants me to get a coffee from before I head on the railroad. No, wait, it's Tulip Bakery, not Tulip Bagels. Tulip Bagels is closed, it says. Mungus says it's pronounced Belrose. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Village Pizzeria. If you ever want to visit this neighborhood, it's a very short walk from the Long Island Railroad. Nail salon and spa. Local grocery store to the right. Mungus says the Jameson bar and restaurant is up ahead. All right, we have a testimonial from a viewer saying this place is excellent. Jameson's Bar and Grill. Uptown Taco. I like how they use the upside down exclamation mark, which is prevalent in Spanish. Let's take a look at the menu at Uptown. All right, looks pretty good. Thai calamari they have, and El Pastor. Wait, it's El Pastor or Al Pastor? Because I've heard it as Al Pastor. Burrito bowl too, looks good. Live music. And the kids menu. James, you don't like Uptown Taco? What about these places here? McCarthy's. Where's Tulip Bakery? I thought I saw it earlier. Oh, it's right there, the neon sign. Tulip Bake Shop. The Tulip Barber Shop. Looks like they're busy with customers now. Look, even a Greek place. Pita Park, Greek cuisine. The Floral Park Diner. Look at how intimidating this is. You have here a commercial street, right? You would think there would be people walking around. Why don't they put a pedestrian signal here? You gotta rely on this. And they have the yield to pedestrian signs ahead. Why not yield to pedestrians here? Bad planning. Park. I'm telling you. Floral Park Diner. Be in there. SoCal Lawrence $4.99. Thanks for tonight's walk, AK. Love how you check out the menus. Thanks. Tulip Bake Shop. Ooh. Look at this. Americano, cappuccino, latte, caramel macchiato, serving gelato also. I'm definitely going to take Andrew's recommendation and come over here. I'm going to be ending this live stream soon once I show off this section of Tulip Avenue towards the train station. Jay. And here's an orthodontist office. Smoke shop and convenience store. And there's also a deli. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's walk across over here. I'll show you this clock. Floral Park historic clock. And you got this cornerstone here, I guess, incorporated 1908. Now, I want to buy the railroad ticket before I go into the bake shop here, because I want to know how much it is. So here's the Long Island Railroad station at Floral Park. 2 sets of staircases. There's also a parking area here. Where's the ticketing machines? Do they put them on the platform above? Looks like there's another restaurant or pub over there. Huh. Why don't they put the ticket machines down here? Andre said it's upstairs. Okay. I'm gonna buy a ticket right now. Just for curiosity, because people will want to know how much it costs to get back to New York. The public library is there. Joseph says, go upstairs. That's what I'm doing. This is the platform to New York City. Let's see, let's see. Where are the ticket machines? I went too far. Well, we got to see a train. Whoa. And let me see when the train's coming. That's a good idea. I can always buy a ticket on my phone, but I want to show you the machine. Okay, Penn Station train's arriving in 9 minutes. I don't know when the next one after that is. And it's track H1. We're on track M3. H1 is on the middle platform. I'm on the wrong side. This is M3 limited service. Andrew says I'm on the wrong. Yeah, I figured that. But this is what happens when you're not familiar with a train station. You don't know the configuration. You don't know where to buy the tickets. Maybe I should wait for the train instead of buying a coffee, because the train's gonna come pretty soon. In 9 minutes. Maybe I'll just live stream my ride to New York City. Where are the ticket machines? Ticket machines. Nowhere tells you where the ticket machines are. I saw one sign that said waiting room to the left, and then I went this way and there's no ticket machines. Andrew says go straight towards that elevator there. I mean, I'll just buy it on my phone if I can't find it, but I have time to figure out where these darn ticket machines are before I get onto the train. Elevated to H1 and M1. Where are the ticket machines? Why buy a train ticket too? Let's see, left or right? Iceman, can you pay the ticket taker when you're in the train? Yeah, but it's more expensive. A lot more expensive. Oh, I think we got luck here. This is the waiting room. Okay, so you wait inside here for the train. Waiting room and tickets. Is there a ticket machine in here? What is this? Oh my gosh, I went around the wrong side of the building for the stupid ticket machine. What? Oh my gosh. 6 minutes for the next train. Look at this. And I got lucky because there's no more trains going to Penn Station after this one. I'm going to have to switch at Jamaica for the next one. So, all right. So, one-way ticket, Floral Park to Penn Station, off-peak, because it says off-peak fares are in effect at all times, but you can buy a peak ticket and they'll still charge you the peak ticket price, which they got scrutinized for. Oh, it's only $9.25. I thought it was going to be more. All right. Let's pay by credit card. Follow instructions on the terminal. Contactless payment, which I like because you don't have to deal with the darn card reader, which may not work all the time. Beep. Approve. That's what I like. Do I want a receipt? Yes. I want a receipt. Okay. Ugh. Darn it. My hands are cold. I cannot get this darn receipt out. Alright. Very good. When's the train coming? 5 minutes? Alright. I got time to use the station restroom here, so. I'll be back soon. A quick stop. Train is coming in 2 minutes, so I gotta hurry up. Doing everything by the edge here. H1, platform H1, H1, there it is. Oop, my cable's dragging. Escalator's right here, perfect. Man, you cannot time that any better. Didn't have time for a coffee, but next time. We're going to Penn Station today. Okay. Now I could turn my heated gloves off because I don't need them anymore. Gotta make sure. Got my ticket, which I do. Here it is. Floral Park to Penn Station. Will this thing focus? I guess not, but all right. Whew. Yeah, Among Us, I cut it close. There's a waiter for me. Let's see. Belrose, Queens Village, Hollis, HSF, Jamaica, Woodside, Penn Station. Those are the stops. Am I on the right side? Yes, this is the right side. Andrew says perfect timing. I know, perfect timing. I didn't have to wait like Valley Stream for like 20 minutes. Today I just cut it right there. Thanks JPPZ Ecuador 499 from John, Paul, and Beth. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Maybe it's my lucky day. I'll get a double train. We'll see. It says it's due now. What does it say? Emptier train cars, number crowded? Mary says, enjoy the ride. Well, I'll be streaming it. I think we'll be able to stream the most of the ride. With any luck, we'll get one of the newer trains. Yay, train's coming. No, that's one of their older trains. Okay, let's go this way.
This station is Floral Park. This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Belrose.
Thanks, Anne Marie. Your ticket's on me. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Alright, I could take this off now, this gimbal. Just hold it. Alright, let's make myself comfortable. Put this stuff away.
This is the train to
I'll leave my
Penn
ticket up
Station.
here
The
so
next station is
I don't
Belrose.
forget it.
Belrose. Gas is quickly playing at the platform.
Oh, the conductor. Can you give us? They're here already. All right, my ticket's there. All right, perfect.
Belrose, doors are now open at Belrose.
Yeah, that was a good time. I got the ticket out right away. They're right on it. They want to make sure fare money, you know. Ticket, please. Last time they didn't even check my ticket until I got on the train to Penn Station from Jamaica. Says now let me check my receipt. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, off-peak. I have a off-peak ticket on my receipt. All right. I like how he didn't even bother to give me one of those things over there. Usually the conductors give you one of those slips that they punch. He just punched my ticket and left it up there. I guess that works too.
This station is Queens Village.
It's zone 4 to zone 1, one-way off-peak. So now we're in Queens. This is the first stop in Queens on the Long Island Railroad, Queens Village. Faith says if you don't buy the ticket before boarding Long Island Road and the ticket conductor comes, They'll just charge you the higher price, the on-board fare, which I don't know how much it costs here, but how long is the ride from Floral Park to Penn Station? I think it'll be pretty quick. This is also a neighborhood I should do a video on eventually. It's Queens Village.
This station is Queens Village. This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Hollis.
Patrick, why do people call this a subway? This isn't what I call a subway. Oh, this isn't the subway. This is a commuter rail. There's three different services of commuter rail in the New York City area. You have New Jersey Transit. There's also Metro North and Long Island Railroad.
This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Hollis.
And then you have two, well, technically like three subway station systems. You have which runs the 5 boroughs. No, 4 boroughs of subways, and then you have the Staten Island Railway, which doesn't go underground really, but they use the same cars as the New York City subway. And you have the PATH train, which is run by the Port Authority, which goes to New Jersey. And we're going quick on this train. Oh, do I have a snack in my bag, girl on the crawl? Yeah, I had a snack in my bag.
This station is Hollis.
This station is Hollis.
Hollis Station. First 4 cars to exit only at Hollis. First 4 cars in front of the train. Hollis Station.
This is what it looks like in the train. You have a luggage rack up above. It's not often that these trains run out of seats, but during rush hours they can. And also like when I go hiking in the fall and I take Metro North, there's no more seats.
This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Hillside Support Facility.
I've never heard of this stop before. Hillside Support Facility. Joseph says I might have to end the live stream when I hit LIC gear, because that's where I lost signal last time. Yeah, but now I'm on Verizon. Last time I streamed on AT&T, I think.
This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Hillside Support Facility.
Hillside Support Facility for employees only.
This station is Hillside Support Facility.
This is only for the people who work here. Hillside Facility, it says. Robin X72, something big happening in Times Square right now. Yes, the candlelight vigil for Michelle Go, who was murdered a few days ago. I mentioned it earlier.
Hillside Support Facility. This is the train to Penn Station.
It's really tragic what happened that day. Oh my gosh. Jamaica, next stop. Laurie sent me a PayPal to help pay for my train ticket. Oh, thanks, Laurie. And so much for the fun exploration. Thank you.
This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is Jamaica.
Oh, now the conductor's gonna collect the tickets or the papers. Oh, I just left mine, I guess. Jamaica. We're on train car 7530. Home Depot? Wow, I didn't know there was a Home Depot out here. A day says he'll deal with mine after the next stop. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because Jamaica is a different fare than Penn Station. You can also get off at Jamaica and then switch to the New York City subway to get to Penn Station too, but that takes longer. You're right, Bob. There's actually great Jamaican food in Jamaica, Queens. I've had before. Especially the jerk chicken over here. How much was this ticket? It's $9.25 from Floral Park. CI asks where I'm going after I get off. I'm just gonna end it in Penn Station. I'll probably just put my phone away, get something to drink, have a little bit of something to eat, and then head back to Queens. Adore, you wouldn't recommend that transfer with the craziness going on? I wouldn't recommend it either.
This station is Jamaica. As you leave the train, please step over the gap between the train and the platform.
This station is Jamaica. Boo Boo 1178. Thank you for £5, Boo Boo 1178. Appreciate it so much. CJ Gem 80 with $5. Thank you, CJ Gem 80 for $5. Appreciate it. Sebastian, why go to Penn if you could just go to Astoria? Is there no route to go there? I could get off at Woodside. Woodside's closer than Penn Station. It's still in Queens. V Stew. Thank you for $1.99. V Stew. Appreciate the support. Jamaica Queens. This station's Jamaica. Next stop, I think it's Woodside. Oh, Scooter, they're showing Michelle Go's picture in Times Square. Wow. I didn't know that. I thought it was just the visual there, but they're showing it on the billboards too. Goodness.
Hello?
Adora isn't Woodside closer to a store than Grand Central? Well, the train's going to Penn Station. I want to show Penn Station because there's a lot of great views here. V Stew, why was I in Floral Park? Because I wanted to make a video there. I did videos of Floral Park and Belrose. Laura, you like this quiet train? Will I be attending Michelle Go's memorial as well? Well, I'm not sure if by the time I get there if it'll pass already. Cause right now it's like, what time is it now? Where did I put my phone? It's 6:13. And Michelle Go's visual was supposed to happen at 6, so about 15 minutes ago. This is the Van Wyck Expressway. Goes to the John F. Kennedy Airport and also to the Whitestone Bridge, I think. It becomes the Whitestone Expressway. Faith asked if I made a video of Little India section of Belrose. You like Belrose? No, I didn't, unfortunately. I didn't cover Hillside Avenue. Maybe I'll stop by Times Square to see what's going on after I'm done. Maybe I could just stop by and give my condolences and respects and just advocate for better safety in general in New York City, which I'm all for. I mean, I'm right there pretty much. Joan Ike says Memorial is packed now. Oh, it is. Wow. SPN asks if I take Long Island Railroad off. No, I don't. Mainly because it doesn't really go to where I need to. I know, Jamie. A lot of people say New York City is full of crime, that's why I won't live here. And there is a balance between living here and the crime rates. You really can't say that New York City is safe to someone who is a victim of a crime or have known a lot of people who are victims of a crime. I'm gonna take my ticket now over here. There is it. It's all dark now, you can't see anything. Sue says I may lose service after Woodside. It's possible, but I think I've gone to Penn Station with Verizon before. They don't disconnect in the tunnel. I'm not really sure what complex of Queens this is. Patrick says, why did the conductor collect my ticket? Why they need it? What happens if you need to show it again? No, because there's only that one conductor here, so they know. Because there's different fares for different zones. It's not a set price. If you're going to Jamaica, it's one price. If you're going to Penn Station, it's another price. The way they do it with this railway here, the Long Island Railroad, you pay depending how far you go. The New York City subway is one price no matter where you go, regardless of the distance. I know, Roberto. Michelle's family must be devastated. I actually know someone who's Michelle go. It was their co-worker, so can you imagine that? Losing one of your co-workers. think that's the Long Island Expressway. I see Left Rack City up there. Also the full moon. So we're by like Queen Center Mall here. Ding says a lot of cities I went, the train fare was based on distance and zone. Yeah, like Amtrak. The train I took in Taiwan, the regular train, it was based on distance. Oh yeah, Tom says Washington Metro as well. I think the London Tube too, they charge by distance. Also, New Jersey Transit charges by distance. Their buses also charge by distance too. Yeah, Janine, I've noticed more homeless people in general throughout the city. It's a really sad situation here. There's more homeless in New York City than there are in Los Angeles. You just don't really see them because a lot of them are inside shelters and being taken care of in city-funded, programs. But there's a big problem. Helping the homeless and those in need and the mentally ill is no easy task. Sometimes there are outreach groups, but a lot of times these homeless people, they'd rather spend their lives on the streets because the shelters, they're violent. And many of these shelters, they even decline to take in these violent people because they know they cause a disturbance. So, yeah, it's a faceted thing that we have to deal with. There's violence, there's cost of living, people on addictions, drug addictions that they need to worry about. There's a lot of problems. Woodside Station. Next stop is Penn Station.
This station is Woodside. This is the train to Penn Station. The next station is...
One of the guardian angels helped your brother out after he was assaulted. He was very lucky.
station is Penn Station.
Let's see if my connection will hold up in the tunnel between Long Island City and Manhattan. Saying home Philadelphia getting way out of hand. Yes, I've seen it through a lot of videos, especially around the Kensington area. But it's a thing all over the country and all over the world. I've noticed it. When I went to Los Angeles, they were all over, the homeless. But so many places now are struggling, and with that, it's just going to have more people out on the streets needing help. It's really horrible. And it's just gotten worse since 2020. So now we're going to enter Sunnyside Yards. This is the busiest train yard in the country. I think that's the 39th Street Bridge where I walked across before. Of Long Island City there. Girl on the curl, am I going to Times Square? But I should eat something. I think I'll stop by Times Square just to check it out. I'm only one stop away from there. Alright, I'm going in the tunnel. I may disconnect, just letting you know. I think we're still connected. That's what I said. Verizon's the only one that stays connected under the tunnel. V Stu says 34th Street, 7th Avenue to 42nd Times Square, 7 minutes walk. You know what? That's an idea. Why not? And we'll walk to time. I'll go. I really want to see what's going on there. Good idea. Whoa. Oh, I put it the wrong way. Stupid me. Gimbal's still crooked. Lag. But
Penn Station, last and final stop, last and final stop.
Cynthia went on the live feed in Times Square. A lot of people paying tribute. We're going there right now. It's important. It's a short walk from 34th Street to 42nd. Hopefully my connection holds. Right. Okay. Madison Square Garden. That's Moynihan. Let's just go outside. 8th Avenue and 31st. It's always a mess here. I see exit over there.
Attention please. This is a boarding call for Amtrak.
Oh, but I don't know how the connection's gonna hold up, so I'll go out this way and I'll walk on the street level.
EWI Airport, Glenwood, Carrollton. Passengers should proceed to track 14 west.
Okay. So we gotta walk from 8th Avenue, that's okay.
Attention please. This is the last call for New Jersey Transit 6:41 p.m. Montclair Fulton line en route to Montclair State University's of intermediate stops. Passengers should proceed to track 1 both east and west gates.
All right. 8th Avenue, Moynihan. So we gotta go north to get to Michelle's memorial service at Times Square. We're on 33rd and 8th. All right. Man, the city's so busy compared to Belrose and Floral Park, isn't it? Wow. Stewart says it might be over when I get there. I don't think so. People are gonna be around. I think people are gonna be around. Yeah, I dropped my glove there. That was pretty smooth. Now you know how to get from Long Island to Midtown Manhattan with the Long Island Railroad. I would say it's pretty efficient if you could time the train correctly, that is. The visual start, I have time, okay. I have time. Empire States. I can also take the subway one stop, but I'm gonna walk fast, I think. Mikey says take the subway, but then I'll lose signal. Or maybe not, because it's such a quick stop. What's up?
Tenía mucho que no me grababa, ¿qué es lo que? I say hello, long time
Hi.
you didn't record me.
Okay, cool. What's up? Yeah, what a way to say hello, that guy, huh?
What's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Hey. was trying to get around. I'm like, here, I'm not around to socialize, man. At least he was friendly about it. I'm like, hi. Okay, 7th Avenue. I see Times Square up there already. Ernst & Young, the billboards, that's where we're going. Gotta pay tribute to Michelle Go. Especially since someone I know is personally related to her. Anthony Winston, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it very much. Thank you so much for the support. We're getting close now, just about 10 blocks from here by the red steps. You're gonna yield for me? Thanks a lot. Mary says you're out of breath walking this fast. Well, I was sitting on a train for the good half an hour, so I should be ready to walk, right? Now you know how fast I really walk when there's somewhere I need to be. I don't play around, man. If there's an event I need to get to. When I do these walking videos, I'll take my time, browse around, but if I need to be somewhere, you'll see myself weaving through the traffic and everything. Red light, this guy's not moving, so. Getting closer. Melanie says we're still good to go. That vigil better not be done when I get there. These drivers are taking their time now. Not even copyright music is gonna slow my pace down. Don't know what these people are waiting for, you can still cross. Yeah, I have to be careful crossing streets. I'm looking left and right. Well, this I can't run past because there's a red light there. Great. Oh, I'm here, Times Square. Don't end the service without me. Don't end the service without me. Just a few more blocks. Right. Oh, I see them gathered by the steps already. Good. I'm gonna walk in the bike lane even though I'm not supposed to. Hi. I'm a bike today. I don't care, I gotta make time. Hey, perfect time, look at that. Cross here and we can cross there. Watch out for the biker. Out and about, yours truly, Little C says, "You're back, why am I running? Because I wanna." This is too important. I'm trying not to photobomb people too, even though I'm walking fast. I'm here. I just made it.
pray that what Michelle go work for someday come to pass for all of us life. And I pray that she rests in peace. And I pray that she finds comfort. And I wrap my loving arms around her family. And I pray for her. But I also pray for our city and our state that we all come together with real and concrete solutions for those who are living on our streets. We care now.
Wow.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Nation's Fighting for Justice. I want to thank everyone who is out here with the goal to celebrate the life of Michelle Alyssa Go. Michelle was like any other New Yorker who came to this state in hopes for a better life. She came from California. She got a great job at Deloitte. She spent her time working. Spend her time serving her community with the Junior League, helping those who are recovering from homelessness, young people who were trying to learn and excel in their careers. The typical New Yorker, someone who can just say, thank you for being who you are. And unfortunately, Michelle, she was at the wrong place at the wrong time, a place that many of us were.
So I'm saying, yeah, so that is not anti-white. That
He went to the hospital, asked them to keep him, take care of him, because he was in desperate need of support. And we failed him. And as a result of us failing him, we failed Michelle. So now, what we have to do is we must stop the madness. We have to provide supportive services, hospital beds, mental health institutions for those in need. We in the state have decided that we're going to spend billions of more dollars on mental health workers to help in that disorder. We are trying to figure out how to provide more supportive housing programs, building dollars to help with that.
This is a powerful vigil for Michelle Go here. Once again, it's really tragic that she had to go the way she did. And it just goes to show you, a lot of things do need to change in the city. We shouldn't be afraid to do our daily activities and ride the train. And you know what it is? Oh, now with the fire trucks coming.
We'll play by ear.
We do need some real change in the city.
Tonight we're all mourning the loss of Michelle.
Every day that we hear a headline like this, someone's dead on the subway or someone gets stabbed, it makes New York City a less safe place to live.
As was said, she came here to New York by way of California, but found her home right here in our beloved city. Michelle was selfless with her time, giving back to her community and volunteering for a decade with the New York community. Through this work, Michelle helped seniors, immigrants, under-resourced students with academic challenges, and job candidates to be prepared for interviews. Her volunteer contributions focused on those who have been marginalized, overlooked, and forgotten, including New Yorkers who were homeless. Her life was full of purpose.
Well, folks, I think this is going to go on for a while. I'm sure there's an official Times Square live stream you could view or something that's streaming this right now, but my battery is getting kind of low and I don't want to switch it out. And I'd just like to stay here for a few minutes on my own. So I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. Thanks so much for watching this live stream of Floral Park in Nassau and Queens and the railroad ride over here. And then my journey up here to the visual, which I made in time, thankfully. But yeah, rest in peace, Michelle, and I hope to see you next time. Subscribe, hit the like button. See ya.